So today we are playing a game. I watch a YouTube channel called The Skin Deep, and it's basically two people asking each other questions that are really deep to get a better understanding of like how they think and who they really are and everything. And they have this game for friends, for exes, for people who are dating, for people who are in relationships, I believe for siblings as well. So yeah,
that's cute.
So I watch this. I watch videos all the time. So I bought the game, and I bought the they have an amusing one. I bought the amusing one and the friendship one so that me and Alex can do it. So I'm gonna go first.
You?
Me? So okay. So basically, I pick the card and I ask you the question. And
this is from the friend.
This is this. But it's from The Skin Deep, and you can find them on YouTube or Instagram, Twitter. theskindeep.com. So okay. Oh, okay.
I'm nervous.
What do you think I take for granted? Interesting.
Oh my goodness. My goodness.
It has a broken heart on top.
What do I think you take for granted?
You can't really see.
Still can't see it.
Whatever.
That's like...
What do you think I take for granted?
I know. What do I think you take for granted? I really, that's a difficult question for me to answer, because...
I mean, just be honest. Like, the first thing that comes to your mind.
If I'm being really honest, I don't think you take anything for granted. I do feel like you take things... You don't like not appreciate things. I feel like if anything, you are a very appreciative person. So that, for me, that question is like, I can't say...
I guess that is an answer.
Yeah, that is an answer, because I don't think you take anything for granted. I don't think you ever are like a person that is like, you feel like you're better than anyone else, and you're like, I feel like you just really appreciate life, and you are a lover of life. You're not one that is whatever, So that's my answer.
Okay, here you go. Oh, you got a red one.
Amusing.
The red one, I mixed up a few, so that's from the amusing one.
What do you miss most about your childhood? That's a cute one.
I think what I miss most is doing nothing and not feeling guilty about doing nothing. Like sitting on the sofa watching fucking TV all day and not being worried about, oh, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. I didn't even care. I didn't even care about like my homework or anything. Like, you know what I mean? And now I try to relax and lay down and just do nothing, and I always feel guilty about not doing something, not being productive, or not like just being. It's hard for me to do nothing and be lazy, so I miss that, being lazy and guilt free, and
that's the beauty of
the good old days. That's so funny. What was your first impression of me that you never told me?
I swear on my life that today in my kitchen I was thinking about this game, and I was thinking about a possible question that could be asked, and this was the question I thought about, and I was like, I'm sure that'll be one of the questions.
That's so funny.
So wow, that is very funny that happens. So the first impression, I never told you. Okay. So like when I first ever met you.
I don't think you've ever told me about a first impression anyway.
I don't think I ever have. But when I first ever met you, it was such a quick meeting.
Yeah.
But I can't consider that, like, I didn't get an impression on that spot because it was such a quick meeting. But I do remember the second time I hung out with you, which was in my Hyundai Sonata.
Yes.
And we were just hanging out in it with a few other friends at the time, and like I thought that you were just really like a fun person and like super nice, and someone that I wanted to like learn more about and like hang out with more. It takes a lot for me to feel like a girl is not fake, and like or also like not trying to like be your, I don't know, like just not with you for the
Genuine.
wrong reasons. Yeah, like I thought were super genuine from the beginning and like super easy to just be around.
Thanks. I think like I've had people tell me like I'm too nice, and they think I'm fake because I'm too nice.
I never thought you were fake. I really never did, because trust me, I have met people where I just feel like, wow, that person's super fake. I can tell. I don't know. But no, I didn't feel that way about you.
Let me watch my face. Is it my turn or your turn? You pick now, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yes. I just got confused. When did you realize you could trust me?
Oh my god.
Huh.
That's interesting. That's such a specific to trust.
Like, I have to go back on the timeline of our friendship.
I don't think it was any specific moment. I feel like I developed trust with someone based on like our energy together as much as we hang out. And I feel like there was a point in time where it was always like we were a trio and then we became like a duo, which whatever. But but I started spending a lot more time just me and you alone. And I think that's where that developed, where I felt like I can, especially when we were in college and we were having like our study days and like just fun. Literally spending all day together. And the fact that
we also like, we would hang out together, but it was like we were studying and like we were comfortable in our silence.
Yeah, exactly. Like being comfortable with someone to just sit there and just do nothing is not something you get very often.
And it's nice to not have to always feel like it's nice to be comfortable in the silence sometimes.
Yeah, and not feel like you have to say something or you have to be doing something, or like you can just be in each other's space and not like, and just be comfortable. Yeah. So that was when I felt like our trust was more developed, because I don't feel like there was ever a time where our trust or our friendship was in question. So I feel like that's where where you would get, but nothing has ever really happened for us. Like our friendship hasn't really been tested like that. So I guess that's I don't know. It's even better though, because then I know I can trust you. What do you think is my best quality that I'm not aware of?
Oh. I think that your best quality, so like quality, when you think of quality, like is this meaning like physical, like a quality?
No, I don't think so. I think it's something like an aspect about a person or something about a person. Yeah.
So I think one of your best qualities is that you're always so like you're very light, like you're very when I hang out with you, I feel like you're always a good energy. You're happy. You're never like, even if you are having a bad time, like you never show it. You know, you're never like super, I feel like you always try your best to like be super happy, even if sometimes you're not. You know what I mean? And I feel like one of the best qualities about you is that like whenever I'm with you, if I'm not in a good mood, it's like now I will be in a good mood because you are super light and happy and you try to always like uplift.
Thank you. I try. I do try.
Situations.
But it's funny that you say that, because I feel like there are times where, I don't know, I guess I'm so in my head and I'll feel like maybe, I don't know, when we're together, I might not be giving, this sounds so weird to say, but like I'm not paying enough attention to you. I feel like sometimes I'm so in my head that I'm like not acknowledging the people that I'm around.
But that's once again the whole being comfortable and not that we're ever like sitting in silence.
It's more about like me just thinking about just constant. There's always a constant conversation that's going on in my head all the time. So it's like sometimes I feel like I can get lost in my mind sometimes, and I just, when I snap out of it, I'm like, oh, I hope I haven't been like ignoring this person for like
I've never felt
20
that
minutes.
Way.
Oh wait, your turn. So funny.
Okay. What is something you never want me to forget?
I feel like mine are so difficult. I don't know. I kind of feel like a part of me cherishes our Amsterdam trip together so much. Like, I never want you to forget that, or like, even like, just the feeling of being there. I feel like it was such a good energy when we were there.
I miss it so much.
I know.
That whole, the feeling itself, like, because it's nice to reminisce about a memory, because I feel like every memory you have, you connect some sort of feeling to it.
But there are like a few moments throughout time that I feel like I wouldn't want you to forget. I guess just all of our good times. Yeah. I wouldn't want you to forget. Yeah, I feel like life moves by so quickly. You can, like, all of our beach days, you know what I mean? Like, those are things, like, happy memories. Happy memories, I guess. I would never want you to forget.
Yeah, that's why it's important
It's
to
so
journal.
scary.
I love writing things down, especially on a nice, good day. You write down what happened that day. It's nice to, like, reflect and look back.
I'll read, like...
Or even on a bad day, you're like, wow, I had a really bad day. And then you're like, wow, today I'm having a really good day. So it makes you appreciate.
You have to write about both.
And
because you'll be grateful.
Oh my goodness!
And then you'll be reminded of like a great day that you totally forgot about. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. What is the greatest lesson I taught you? That's interesting.
I think the greatest lesson you have taught me is to try to be very happy with what's happening in the moment, like not to think ahead of time, you know?
Be present.
Be present.
Yeah, that's something I try to do. So that's
yeah, and it's hard.
It's hard. It's a lot harder than it's difficult. For some people, it's really not.
I mean, I know, and I envy that because
I as well. Yeah,
It's hard not to think.
I like to see people like that because it reminds me, or it teaches you. They show you how to be more like that.
And I think also constantly thinking in the future and thinking about the future is stressful.
Super stressful.
So yeah, I appreciate that. Trying to be present. My turn?
Yep.
What are you maintaining? Sorry. Why are you maintaining this relationship?
Ooh, oh my god. I mean, that's an easy one. I love you. So that's super easy. I remember growing up, my mom was always like, don't forget about your girlfriends. Like, no matter what guys come into your life, like, they'll come and go. Your girlfriends, like, always make time for them because they're the ones that are gonna have your back when he's not there anymore.
That's true.
And that's exactly what has always happened. And I've always put my girlfriends first. Like, if you guys need me, if you need me, he can wait.
And that is 100% true about you.
Yeah, like, you don't play with that.
You've always been the type that, like, no matter what, if I ever need someone, I know I can call you. And I'm not even saying that just to say it. Like, I really do genuinely feel that way. Like, I feel like if I ever am in a situation where I'm like, fuck, I need someone, like, she's someone that I can definitely rely on. Because it's happened where that's been the situation. And, like, no one else would have probably came, you know?
Besides,
like, obviously, you know, my family. Like, I'm not saying my family wouldn't come for me. But I'm saying, like, you are one that I know for sure I can always rely on.
Thank you. My turn?
Yeah.
It's hard because it's like you're the one answering it. So
I know, it confuses me.
What is your favorite imperfection about me?
Well, I don't feel like you have imperfections.
I mean, no, I do. I'm very
of course
imperfect.
You think that. But what is my favorite imperfection about you? I mean, I don't feel like you have an imperfection to me. Like, for me, you're beautiful. Like, there's nothing imperfect. I don't think that...
It could be personality. It could be physical. It could be...
Personality, physical, like...
I think there's plenty about my personality that I feel like is imperfect. The way I respond to certain situations. I don't want to answer your question for you. I'm like telling you what's not perfect about me.
I'm like, of course, as an individual, like, we always have so many things that we feel like are imperfect, which is good. And honestly, we should not, I know I'm not perfect and we shouldn't feel perfect because no one is. But Wow, like that's a tough question to ask a friend. Like, what do you feel like is imperfect about me? You know, like that's like such a.
I have one actually.
Let's hear it.
So I feel like you, and I think you will agree with me, that you can be less hard on yourself when it comes to cleaning your house. I swear to God, because you have like this OCD where you can't relax unless like, and like,
I hate it.
Like I don't have, like I have OCD with certain things, but if I'm like really out of it or not having a good day or like whatever, I can leave my house exactly as it is and just fucking lay down and whatever. Alex needs to like clean everything and like tidy all the time. And
no, it's so
and
crazy.
It becomes almost like you can't leave without it, or you can't like just come home and just really like relax without it. So I feel like that's something that I wouldn't call it an imperfection, but I think it's something that takes away from your peace.
Got it. I know. I agree. I do, because that is an issue I have. But if I'm really being honest, like I'm trying to truly think, like what is your, but see, that's where the question is freaking weird. Where's your favorite imperfection? Is that a favorite imperfection?
Yeah, actually, I like how I've like even learned a couple things from her OCD. You know what I mean? Like you like you're very clean.
I can't. It's like really. I wish.
Okay, and you're very tidy. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And I think, and that is a favorite, because I also like don't like to be in a mess either. Like my house is never.
No, your house is far from that.
But I also like I don't need to tidy up.
Right.
You know, like if I need to go 2-3 days without doing it, and I really like don't feel well or whatever, I'm not gonna do it. I feel like you push yourself to do it.
Yeah, I definitely do. But I'm trying to really truly think, like, what is my favorite imperfection about you? And I mean, I just don't like the word, so that's why I feel like it's annoying. So like,
what is your favorite?
Like, what is my favorite thing about you? That's like a bit easier to answer, but then it doesn't answer the question. So
maybe like, what's your favorite thing about me that other people wouldn't like about me?
I'm gonna do the 10-second eye thing.
Oh.
Wait a minute. You lost already.
Tell them what we're doing.
Okay, so this game, you're allowed to do 10 seconds of like looking at someone in their eye, the person after the question, and looking in their eyes, and then after the 10 seconds, say pass, and I don't have to answer the question.
So let's do 5 seconds, just
because it's the video
for time purposes.
Okay. Done.
Your turn, I think.
When do you worry about me and why? Oh, do you worry about me?
If like your location is off, and I'm like, what is happening? Where is she? Like,
that happens to me with you.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else, but I don't really worry that much.
You don't actually. You're not a big worrier.
That's
actually a good thing. No, I wouldn't say it's an imperfection though. See, that's not an imperfection, but I do wish I worried less, because I have an issue with that.
I used to worry so much. Like I would consider myself a worrier, but once my spiritual stuff started, I don't worry about anything.
That's good.
There's nothing to worry about. My spirits got me.
Yeah,
like they got me.
That's true.
Well, this is a red one. If you could give one person any one thing, who would you give it to and why?
Oh wow.
I want to answer it for you.
I would have to say I would give my mom. I would give my mom a new home with like no mortgage.
Paid off
home.
Good one.
And obviously I know, because I wish I could say my mom and dad, but I know
they're
that
together.
It comes along, so like
yeah,
they'll
share.
Exactly.
That's so funny.
What were you? You said you're gonna answer for me. What would you have said?
I was gonna say almost the same thing, but I mean, I knew you were gonna say your mom. But to think like, 'cause I would say my mom too. Like pay off all my mom's debt, give her a house, you know. So like, of course. But I was gonna say give Greg a house because then there you go.
That's not a bad idea.
That's your house now. That's so funny.
Give Greg a nice house.
Your turn.
Okay. Who do I remind you of and why?
That's interesting.
That is interesting.
You kind of remind me of my sister. But I feel like that's more of a personality thing.
Yeah,
because
we're
you're
Geminis.
both they're both Geminis. A lot of, I don't know, your personalities kind of are very similar, you and my sister. For an example, you guys are very put
because
together.
sometimes I don't feel, like, it's funny that you say that because sometimes I don't feel put together at all.
No, you're always very put together. Me, I feel like a fucking monster when I go out sometimes.
Crazy.
But... And that's something that I learned from you guys, you know, like going back to whatever question that was, where that's something that I admire about you guys. So I try to incorporate that. But like deep down inside, I could really like go outside looking like shit. And I honestly don't care. Like I really
I never
don't.
feel like you look like shit. So.
But yeah, so that's someone that you remind me of. You guys have very similar. And I think that's why I'm so attracted to your personality.
Your turn.
My turn?
Yep.
Interesting. What is the pain in me you would like to heal?
Oh.
What is the pain in me that you would like to heal? That's interesting.
I would like to heal the pain of like past love. Because I feel like you have it's been hard and it's been definitely
yeah,
you know, I wish I can just erase all of that and it be like it never happened and you just start fresh like it never happened, because I feel like because of all that there's definitely walls built.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I would erase.
Yeah.
Or what I would
so
take
funny.
away. Heal.
What you would heal, yeah. Because healing is
different. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But yeah, I would like to heal from all of that too. That's so funny. I mean, I feel like I have. I've done a lot of healing.
Gone a long way.
It's just there are those certain like things that have happened that will like never, like it's just like a.
And it's hard. Because like you said, they don't go away, but they can heal.
They don't go. Oh, it's your turn. Oh wait, how much time do we have left? Oh, we're almost done. Okay, so let's actually. What's your
close
question?
it, or you want to do one more?
What is it? A good one?
Oh, I think it's kind of cool.
Okay, go ahead.
What does it feel like to be you?